All right, well, there's a lot going on between that rapture and the second point of the pill that we're going to. We've got all of these things that are happening that Satan is trying to do. He's set up kingdoms, and he's got a false peace going with Israel, all right? The world thinks he's terrific. He's got now the evil angels that are really mad because they got kicked out of the highest heaven down to earth, and they want to kill as many as they can. And they want to help him, all right? He's got a false prophet. Talk a little bit about the powers that the false prophet has.
Well, just remember, at that midway point, Satan has destroyed that false religion over in Rome, Italy.
And how did he do so?
Well, he did this because God raised up political leaders. A beautiful verse there in chapter 17 and verse 17. It says, God puts in the hearts and minds of world leaders, political leaders, to accomplish his will.
Yeah, we can see a little of that happening today in our world where political leaders are starting to go after different religions and so on. But it's very interesting that this verse says it's the political leaders themselves that say, we don't want that anymore, and they banish it. But then what happens?
By the way, these political leaders are lost people. They're not born again people, but God uses them to accomplish his ultimate will. Well, the Antichrist has the false church destroyed. He seemingly is leading the way. He leaves Rome. He comes over to Jerusalem. There's going to be a temple on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem at that point in history. Antichrist is going to walk into the temple. He's going to walk into the Holy of Holies. He's going to claim to be God.
He's going to do the unthinkable.
Yes, and remember in Isaiah chapter 14, he said, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, and I will also sit upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north. Now that last phrase there, when the devil is saying, I will, refers actually to the city of Jerusalem, Psalm 48 and verse 2. That's the time of the fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecy. Then when he's finished getting all the adoration that he wants, claiming that he is the God, he leaves and goes over to Babylon. And I'm talking about literal Babylon, and that's another backdrop. The first half of the tribulation, Revelation 17. The last half, the backdrop will be Revelation 18, literal Babylon. And so the Antichrist leaves to go to Babylon. Now we'll leave him over there and come back to see what he's going to be doing. But there in Jerusalem, here comes the false prophet.